Hey, what's up, traders? This is Watch This video here for, let me get the date right, Wednesday, February 26th. This is the daily chart of the SPY, and that is one ugly daily candle. Look at the volume, look at the range. I'm going to try to pan out. I don't know. I'm going back to October 2018 back here. You do have a couple higher volume candles. I don't know if you have any on this whole chart all the way back to what I just said with this kind of range. That is one ugly day, all coronavirus related. And it's, just from watching things trade, it's not just the fear of a virus, but it's actually where everything's so tied into China that supply chains, I'm seeing company after company saying that they're definitely going to take a hit. So that is, by its very nature, going to hit the stock market. If you weren't in chat today, another fantastic day. I don't remember my stats, but really, really good. And we even had a few neat afternoon trades. I'll highlight those real quick, and then I will go into the watch list for tomorrow, which it's not that fun. It's not that easy to put together a watch list when the market does this. There's not a lot of great setups, as you can imagine. I did take a snapshot just now from TradeStation, my trading account. This is my equity curve for this year so far. January 1st to February 25th, that includes today. Each little green dot means new high for the year. Had a couple hiccups. Had a rough start. Had a few bad trades early in the year. Hiccup here, a little sideways action here, another hiccup. But for the most part, very, very proud of this equity curve. Slow and steady, just grinding it higher every day. And you'll notice it did no hiccup at all during this ugly last couple days, and I don't short. So this is, I guess it's just my way of saying, just because the market did this doesn't mean as a day trader you have to now focus on shorting. I don't short, and that's what I've done this year so far. Even in the last couple days, actually, have been fantastic. Teamwork in chat, amazing. So let's keep that going. I did say I would highlight a couple. mRNA, big pop today. Kevin actually called this second mouse right here through 23, Kevin P. And that is just a great heads up. So the second mouse through 23 all the way to 2650. I made a late call in CODX late in the day over this 420. There was a 420 seller. And if you look at yesterday afternoon's rally, this was today's opening candle. So I'm looking at this 420 seller, and all I see is 1, 2 potential catalysts for higher prices, and it took them both out, right? 420, less than a dime risk, and went to 460. It's a neat little trade in the afternoon. What else did I want to show? I wanted to highlight Wayne's great call in lumber liquidators today. I did not expect this stock. Unfortunately, I didn't get this because it happened during lunchtime. I was out of the office. I would not have expected this to happen. First of all, I wouldn't have expected lumber liquidators to break its early high with the market doing what it was doing. But it ended up, and there's a lot of shorts in the name. Wayne called it over 1050, half number inflection point with the high of day just above. And you got a quick move to 11 before it rolled over. Again, that's what we always say. That's why we rent them. Really nice trade for many, many people in chat. Not me, but many people, and a nice call by Wayne. There's several other highlights, but you know what? I don't have them written down in front of me, and I'm going to get to the watch list video because I kind of want to chill a little bit tonight. Let me try that again. Let me just try that again. All right, mRNA, let's go to the daily chart. All right, so this one's going to be on watch. APT was the other one I wanted to highlight. Anyway, APT was a monster. I'll talk about it a little bit because it's on the watch list for tomorrow, but it's really, really extended right now. Anyway, mRNA, very strong, coronavirus related, closing well off its highs. But you know what? If the market's tanking related to the coronavirus and its effect on companies and effect on people's health and everything else, I'm going to fill my list with stuff that might give me an A+ intraday setup tomorrow based on that. All right, so that's why this one's on watch. I don't look at this and say, ooh, I love this through, and have a price picked out, right? I'm going to watch it trade intraday like I do every morning. Haven't been taking trades in the opening few minutes lately, or very rarely. Letting things set up, taking the A+ setups. COCP. Another one. This one gapped up, sold off, but ended up, had a fairly strong close. And as I'm babbling right now, it's actually trading at 245 in after hours. Who knows what it's going to be in pre-market, but that's another one to watch. Lumber liquidators, not coronavirus related, and really kind of a weird chart, but you could argue this held up pretty damn well in a week tape, and maybe interesting back through 1050 tomorrow or through 11. We don't know. We don't know. It might open at 11. It might open at 9. So again, it sounds like a broken record, but I will be waiting for an A-plus setup on a stock that's recently in play, and if I get it, I'll take a trade and I'll call it in chat, right? APT, now you talk about the definition of extended, that's what this means, right? It's just way ahead of itself. So really, I'd like to see this come in for a few days, but I've been watching it every day for a week now. I'm going to keep watching it. I don't like trading stuff that's that extended though, but anyway, it'll land on a chart tomorrow. CODX, I talked about my late day call on this one. It's worth noting it's had a big 2-day run, so I'd like to see that one come in too. SPEX, SPEX, had a huge move today before settling in probably close to the middle of its range, but big volume, so we'll be on watch tomorrow. Toka had this really big move back here, then kind of a topping tail. Now we got a red day, but really not that bad of a sell-off when you consider the move it's had and how weak the market is. Pretty interesting. Topped out at 204 today. We might get whole number inflection point through 2 tomorrow, knowing that 204, a break of that could be another catalyst. So again, we don't know where it's going to open and if it's going to give any kind of setup at all, but it's going to be on a chart. SDGR, recent IPO had this huge move here. I mean, let me hover over this candle right here. The low this day was 27. Was it 5 days later maybe? It's at 56, something. So that's a huge move. We get this nasty candle today. This is an unusual look for me to be thinking long, but I'm thinking long because this was way ahead of itself. Sometimes on a really strong stock, you get 1 day of selling and then you get another move right back up. So I definitely want to have this one on the chart just because of its recent strength. VXRT had this pop yesterday. I do believe it's coronavirus. Today's high 127, yesterday's high 130. I view that as potential stat catalyst. You have another one here of 131. So depending on how this trades, maybe it opens at 126 and then goes boom, 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 knocks down these catalysts. So I'm definitely going to watch this one. And then lastly, I threw NET on watch. Again, a weird chart, but most charts right now, one could argue, are weird because of the massive move the market's made, right? So there's not a normal looking chart out there. Anyway, NET made this huge move, then had this 2-day high, each day here hitting 2135, gapped down with the market, ended up closing about where it opened, then in an ugly day today, gapped up and a fairly strong close. So I kind of like this. If I had to pick a random number, I'd say maybe through the half, through 2050. It'd be kind of a 2-day high break on a recent high flyer. We have no idea if that's going to set up, but we'll see. I'm going to add some gappers to this list. We will in chat together in the pre-market, and there should be plenty to trade tomorrow. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Waiting, A-plus setups, then we take the trade. And I've seen a lot of people in chat celebrating, and I've been celebrating. It's been a fantastic 2 days. Let's keep it going. I'm done babbling. We'll see you in chat tomorrow.